Hey there, fellow webmasters. In this video, we're going to talk about how to install a free AutoSSL for your domain on the LAMP web stack. Trust me, this is going to be a game changer for you, so let's go ahead and get into it. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty, let's talk about AutoSSL and why it is a must-have for your domain. AutoSSL is short for Automatic Secure Sockets Layer, and it is a fantastic feature that automatically issues and renews SSL certificates for your website. SSL certificates ensure the secure connection between your website and your visitor's browser. You may have noticed the padlock icon in the address bar on some of your websites. Yep, that is SSL in action, keeping your data safe and secure. Another thing I want to talk about is the technology that we will use to generate AutoSSL for our LAMP server, which is CertBot. If you want to learn about CertBot, we made a video all about it, and I'll put it in a link in the description down below or in the cards of this video. Now let's get to the juicy part, how to install free AutoSSL for your domain on a LAMP stack. Trust me, it's way easier than you may think. Oh, and by the way, if you want to follow along with me in this tutorial, make sure that you have a server with Alma Linux OS and the LAMP stack set up. Plus, you've already set up your virtual host file, which I also made a tutorial for in our previous video here on the channel. I will assume you already have them set up. You can check the links in the description down below to learn about them if you haven't already. Just come back to this video once you're finished to follow along. Alright, so without further ado, let me go ahead and share my screen, and let's get started with the tutorial. Okay, so first things first, we want to log into our SSH console. I'm using Bitvice here. You can use your own preferred SSH client, it doesn't really matter. The commands will be the exact same, and I'll put them all in the description down below, so just check them out if you want to follow along with this tutorial. Once logged in, let's make sure that our system is up to date. To do this, let's run this command. Next, before I forget, we need to rename the virtual host file that we created in the last video using the mv command along with the link to that file. To do this, we're going to go ahead and use this command. If you don't understand this, I've been in your shoes years back, so don't worry, you don't really need to understand this right this second. Just copy and paste the command from the description below and change the domain.com portion to whatever domain name you have for your website. This is very important so that when we generate our SSL certificate, it will not fail because CertBot will auto-detect the domain that we will ask it to generate an SSL for. So if you miss this step, you may get an error later down the road, so just make sure that you don't miss this step, especially if you're following along with our previous video. Once done, let's get started with installing the necessary tools so our server is fully equipped with the required essentials to support CertBot technology by running the following commands. First, let's make sure that we have the epel repository activated by entering this command, although we've already installed this in our previous versions within this series, in case you haven't already. I already did this on my end from the previous tutorial as mentioned, but if you haven't done it yet, make sure that you do so, because only then can you install CertBot with the following command, which is specifically for Apache web servers. After installing CertBot, run it by executing this command. Now, we will be prompted for some questions by the wizard, so please pay attention to your screen while I choose the appropriate options, which you can just follow through. It should be pretty self-explanatory. Once we're done setting up our SSL, let's go ahead and check out our domain to see if our SSL is secure. So if you did everything right, your domain should already be served with the https:// with 2 forward slashes or an SSL certificate, as you can see in my domain right here. And just to add though, this SSL certificate will auto renew by itself, and if it fails to do that, you will receive an email from the preferred email you entered earlier in this installation wizard of SSL when running CertBot. So there you have it, a brief guide on how to install free AutoSSL for your domain on a LAMP stack using CertBot. It's a no-brainer when it comes to securing your website and gaining the trust of your visitors. If you want to learn more about VPS services that RackNerd offers, be sure to visit racknerd.com. We have a wide range of VPS plans to suit your needs. Thank you for tuning in today, and I hope you found this video very helpful. If you have any questions or suggestions for future topics, please leave them in the comments down below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to RackNerd TV. And click that notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, happy hosting.